What's going on, guys? JR Sports Cards coming at you in their video today. So in today's video, I'm making my top 5 NFL investment video. So I'm going to go through 5 players that I think you're going to get a lot of value from when the offseason hits and the market tanks, because it's bound to happen. The market is going to tank. So I'm super excited to kind of share with you guys my thoughts and tell you why. Before I get into this video, I just want to say I'm starting a new little series here. I'm having a podcast every Saturday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I am doing a podcast with 2 of my college roommates or dorm mates, one person that lives across the hall and one person that lives down the hall. We're going to be doing a sports card podcast at 6 p.m. live on my channel on Saturday, every Saturday night. So make sure you're tuned in there. We're going to be giving away cards, free cards. So just watch the podcast. I guess you can listen to us talk. We'll be filming, and then we're also going to release the podcast on SoundCloud or Spotify. We're going to figure it out, but it's going to be super, super fun. But guys, let's get into the video. Here we go. Top 5 players to invest in for the NFL. No particular order necessarily for this video, so let's just hop right in. So first player I'm going to be talking about is obviously, and I think this one's a lot of people are kind of getting on this train, but when the market crashes, definitely get on this, Deshaun Watson. I think we know that he's possibly going to be traded or stay at the Texans. Either way, this is a really good investment because no matter what happens, really, he's going to have that value. He's going to play amazing wherever he was. If you guys watched Deshaun Watson this season, you would know he was absolutely insanely good for the Texans. It was really their defense that was lackluster, and he really didn't have any wide receivers. When Keke Coutee, Keke Coutee was his third wide receiver or second wide receiver. You trade D-Hop, who obviously makes a huge impact, as you saw in the Cardinals when he caught that ball against the Bills. So, of course, the Texans aren't going to do as well with their lackluster defense. Their wide receiver core not as strong as what you could get in the rest of the NFL. But you're still going to be able to get really good value out of Deshaun Watson. Going into Week 17, he had 30 touchdowns and only 6 interceptions, which is absolutely insane considering like that type of team. And when you're 4-12 to end the season, but when you're going in at 4-11, you don't expect those results from your starting QB, because usually if you have that bad of a losing record, it's going to be your starting QB's fault. But Deshaun Watson was absolutely amazing. Since his team didn't have a great year, his card prices are really down. A PSA 10 silver him was about $600 in the season. It's already down to $400 because, he's obviously out and the Texans didn't do great. But I'm telling you, when he gets traded, or if he doesn't get traded, it's going to go up next season. Hopefully, obviously. But I'm really confident in the fact that Deshaun Watson is a great investment. So that card is definitely on the way up. Number 2 for this list is going to be my guy. As you know, I love him, Kyler Murray. I had some money or cards invested in him a bit. And man, he is just a great upcoming player. The way he moves in the field is like never seen before. It's only his second year. He got drafted in 2019, 8-8 with the Cardinals, and that's not terrible for a Cardinals team. They could have made the playoffs. Played a little lackluster down the stretch of the season, but opening first, I want to say 8 games, he was one of the top QBs in the league, maybe behind like Russell Wilson at that time, and possibly Aaron Rodgers. But Kyler Murray is the guy to watch for. He has DeAndre Hopkins now. He did lose Larry Fitzgerald, but going into next season with the offseason moves, they have a solid draft pick for the first round. I'm pretty confident that Kyler Murray is going to be able to bring the Cardinals to the playoffs, especially with everything going on in LA, and then how the Seahawks played down the stretch of the season with a real tough offense coming down the line where Russell Wilson was only really looking for DK. And then 49ers, I can definitely see improving in that division, which could be a threat to the Cardinals and Murray, but I do think Kyler Murray is bringing the Cardinals to the playoffs. Only missing out by a little here this season to the Bears. I definitely think Kyler Murray is a great investment. I think he's going to be a star in this league. He has such a great arm. He's a great pocket scrambler. Like, he can scramble out of the pocket. He's a solid pocket passer, and his deep throws are just absolutely amazing. So I was actually surprised that they didn't start playing as well down the stretch, but it's all good, and I think they're going to have a much better defense next season, so I can definitely see Kyler Murray's stock going up. So number 3, this guy is a hot commodity right now. I bet you can guess who I'm going to say. Justin Herbert for the Los Angeles Chargers is amazing. And I think he's going to be an absolutely crazy good investment. The really tough game I saw of him this season was that 45-0 loss against the Patriots. But other than that, I mean, the Chargers could have been a playoff team. Poor time management at end of games, and just tough blowing of leads. Up 15 or 17 against the Broncos, something like that, totally crumbling. So I think with the new coach and Justin Herbert and Keenan Allen should be back to healthy. We'll see if they retain Hunter Henry, but even Virgil Green is a second option for Justin Herbert. I definitely think Justin Herbert is going to be an absolutely fantastic investment. I honestly see him kind of following in a Patty Mahomes light, not necessarily maybe winning a Super Bowl because I don't think the team's ready next year, but I definitely think it's time to get on Justin Herbert during the offseason when the market crashes because he's just going to be an absolute beast. So that's like why I think Herbert's definitely going to be up there on your to invest list. He's obviously really hot right now. Prices are going to be higher, but again, during that crash, get on Herbert. Next is going to be Joe Burrow. We all know him. Joe Burrow, he did get hurt during the season. Obviously, made his stock tank a bit. I think he got Prism Rookie before. He got injured for about 120. Now they're down to about 70 or 80. I would not guess. That's what I've seen them sell for on eBay, Facebook, etc. So I would really look into Joe Burrow this offseason. I think he's going to come back from his injury better than ever. Remember, he joined a Bengals team that really just was poor last year. I mean, I think 2 wins. I could be wrong. 2 wins. And he just joined that team. It was an absolute mess. And he actually pulled some close games. I mean, that tie against the Eagles. And he had some tough losses. But remember, rookie year with that team, even to get the 4 wins that he got, and then obviously they got more because Finley won that game against the Steelers. But the 4 wins that he got with the Bengals, I mean, that just proves he's NFL ready, and I think he's going to be really, really great down the stretch. And he has a bright future. So I say if you want to get in right now, I would get in during this offseason because his prices are low because of the injury, and I think he'll be able to bounce back from the injury. Again, just my personal opinion, but I'm pretty confident that he'll be able to. So we'll see Joe Burrow kind of get in. Again, I recommend for all these people, they're Prism rookies, either Prism Rookie Silver, maybe a PSA. So let's just see what Joe Burrow can do, but I'm pretty confident that Joey B is going to be a great player. So those are my first 4 players. Now for my 5th player. This person is definitely really, really under the radar. And some people are going to disagree with me on this, and I can totally see why. So let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. But I think Marcus Mariota is such a great buy right now. Marcus Mariota obviously backing up Derek Carr, who had a lackluster season. He had a great start, obviously, at the beginning of the season, beating the Kansas City Chiefs, of course. But Marcus Mariota looked really good when he came in, when Derek Carr got hurt. And, wow. I mean, yeah, I believe they did lose that game to that Ryan Fitzpatrick, huck at the end there. Then the Sanders kicked the field goal. But I'm telling you, Marcus Mariota could be a stud. I do predict that his stuff's going to go up. Hopefully he can get a starting job. I mean, just the way he came out, led that team. He did not get many practice reps. So obviously this is a controversial one to say, but I think even just maybe getting some of his Topps Chrome rookies could be a nice little investment here for the future. But guys, that is going to be it for me today. Those are my 5 best investments for next season. So we get that Marcus Mariota, Deshaun Watson, Kyler Murray, Joe Burrow, and Justin Herbert here. But guys, again, podcast live 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Saturday. Me and my two college friends, and we're going to be giving away some sports cards and talking sports, talking cards, talking about more investments. We're going to focus on some NBA, NFL, MLB, maybe even touch on a little NHL. So guys, I'm super, super excited for that episode, and I really hope you guys tune in for that. But for now, guys, make sure to drop a comment, like, and subscribe. down below, and have a fantastic day. Peace.